The truth men never learn about female selection is hiding in plain sight. It is not a secret you can buy. It is not a pickup line you can memorize. It is not a new cologne or a fancy watch. It is something much deeper. It is something most men spend their whole lives missing. Men grow up with a certain idea about women. They see movies where the guy gets the girl because he does something big. He saves the day. He says the perfect thing. He wins a fight or makes a lot of money. So men go out into the world thinking that is how it works. They think if they just achieve enough, if they just become impressive enough, women will line up. But real life does not work like the movies. You see guys who have everything. They have the good job. They have the nice car. They have the body they worked for in the gym. And they still cannot find a woman who truly wants them. They get dates. They get attention. But nothing lasts. Something is missing, and they cannot figure out what it is. Then you see another guy. Maybe he is not as fit. Maybe he does not make as much money. Maybe he drives an old truck and wears regular clothes from the mall. But he has a good woman. She looks at him a certain way. She laughs at his jokes. She touches his arm when they stand together. And you wonder what he has that you do not. The answer is not what you think. It is not a trick. It is not something he bought. It is something he is. It is a way of being in the world that women can feel the second they are near him. Women are different from men in a very important way. Men are very visual. A man can see a woman across the room and feel attraction right away based on how she looks. That is how we are built. But women are built differently. They are feeling things all the time. They are picking up on energy. They are reading the room. They are sensing who is safe and who is not. A woman does not just look at a man and decide if she likes him. She feels him. She feels his confidence or his lack of it. She feels whether he is comfortable in his own skin or whether he is pretending. She feels whether he sees her as a person or as a target. And she makes her choice based on that feeling. This is the part men miss. They think they are being judged on their resume. But women are not HR managers. They are not checking boxes. They are feeling for something real. They are feeling for something steady. Think about how a woman moves through the world. From a young age, she learns to be careful. She learns to watch for danger. She learns that not every man who smiles at her has good intentions. She learns that attention can be nice, but it can also be scary. She learns to read people fast, because her safety might depend on it. So by the time she is an adult, she has a radar that is always on. She can tell in seconds if a man is genuine or if he is running a game. She has seen every line before. She has heard every compliment before. She has been approached by guys who are nervous, guys who are cocky, guys who are desperate, guys who are angry. She has seen it all. What she is looking for is the one who is different, the one who does not feel like a performance, the one who does not make her feel like she is being sized up, the one who looks at her like a human being, not like a steak dinner. This is why the guy who tries too hard always loses. He thinks if he just says the right thing, if he just buys the right drink, if he just shows off enough, she will pick him. But she feels his trying. She feels his need. And neediness is the most unattractive thing in the world. It is not that women hate men who are interested. It is not that they want to be ignored. It is that they want to be chosen by someone who is whole, not by someone who is looking for them to fix something broken inside him. There is a feeling that women chase. It is hard to describe, but every woman knows it. It is the feeling of being able to relax. It is the feeling of being with a man who does not require her to manage his emotions. It is the feeling of being with someone who can handle his own stuff, so she does not have to handle it for him. Think about the best conversations you have ever had with a woman. Not the ones where you were trying to impress her. The ones where you forgot you were trying to impress her. The ones where you were just talking and laughing and time disappeared. In those moments, you were not performing. You were just being yourself. And that is exactly when she felt closest to you. That is the secret right there. The times you are not trying are the times you are most attractive. Because trying creates tension. It creates a wall between you. But being yourself, being comfortable, being present, that creates connection. Women select men who make them feel safe. Not just physically safe, though that matters, but emotionally safe. Safe to be themselves. Safe to say something dumb without being judged. Safe to be having a bad day without being fixed. Safe to just exist without having to perform. The man who can offer that safety is the man who gets chosen. Not because he is the richest, not because he is the best looking, but because being with him feels good. It feels easy. It feels like rest. Most men do not understand this because most men are not used to feeling safe themselves. Men are taught to push through, to compete, not to win, to never show weakness. So many men walk around with their guard up all the time. They are always performing. They are always trying to prove something. And then they wonder why women do not let their guard down around them. Why would she let her guard down if yours is still up? Why would she be soft with you if you are hard all the time? The truth is that women are selecting for something men are not even trying to develop. They are selecting for presence, for emotional stability, for the ability to listen without needing to talk, for the ability to be strong without being hard. There's a myth that women want a bad boy. And sure, some women go through a phase where they are drawn to danger. But that is not selection. That is a lesson. That is her learning what she does not want. Eventually, every woman who has any sense stops chasing the guys who bring drama. She starts looking for the guy who brings peace. The guy who brings peace is not boring. He is not a pushover. He is not weak. He is just steady. He does not fly off the handle. He does not get jealous over nothing. He does not need constant reassurance. He knows who he is and he is okay with it. That steadiness is like a magnet. Women feel exhausted by the world. They feel pressure from every side. To look a certain way. To act a certain way. To be successful but not too successful. To be sexy but not too sexy. To be smart but not too smart. It is a constant game of trying to be enough. When a woman meets a man who does not add to that pressure, who actually takes some of it away, that man becomes precious to her. She will move mountains to keep him in her life. This is why confidence matters, but not the loud confidence that needs attention. The quiet confidence that does not need anything. The confidence that says I am fine whether you stay or go. That sounds harsh, but it is actually the most loving thing. Because it means you are not holding her hostage. You are not making her responsible for your happiness. You are free and you let her be free too. And freedom is the thing women want most. Freedom to be themselves. Freedom to not have to perform. Freedom to choose you because they want to, not because they have to. The men who learn this truth stop chasing. They stop trying to convince women to like them. They stop buying drinks for strangers. They stop pretending to be something they are not. They work on themselves instead. They find their own purpose. They build their own life. They become someone they would want to be around. And then something funny happens. Women start noticing them, not because they are trying to be noticed, but because they are finally real. And real is the rarest thing in a world full of people pretending. A woman can spot a real man from across the room. She can feel him before she even sees him. There's an energy he gives off. It is calm. It is grounded. It is not asking for anything. And she wants to get closer to it. She wants to feel it for herself. That is female selection. It is not a game you win. It is not a code you crack. It is a natural law. It is the law of energy. And it works whether you believe in it or not. You cannot fake your way into being chosen. You can only become the kind of man who gets chosen by becoming the kind of man worth choosing. Not for her, for you. Because when you are that man for yourself, you do not need her to pick you. You are already whole. And that wholeness is exactly what she has been looking for her whole life. That is the truth men never learn. It is right there in front of them every day. But they are too busy performing to see it. They are too busy trying to be impressive to just be present. They are too busy chasing to realize that the only way to get caught is to stop running. So stop running. Stop performing. Stop trying to be what you think she wants. Find out what you want. Find out who you are. Build a life that feels good to you. Become someone you are proud to be. And let the selection happen the way it was always meant to. Naturally, easily. Without force. She will find you. They always do.